Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a product review slash first impressions. So this video is going to be about the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I don't know, I think sometimes I'll just be hiding under a rock because I didn't even know they came out with this. I don't know when did they launch this. I just seen it at my Target and it wasn't there the last time I went to look for like different makeup stuff unless I just wasn't paying attention. But as you guys know, I am really obsessed with Maybelline's products. Most of my foundations are from Maybelline. I love their blushes. I love their foundations, their primers, their concealers. I think the only thing I really don't touch on Maybelline is their eyeshadows. I really don't buy a lot of drugstore eyeshadows anyways. I'm more of a palette kind of girl. So if I do go to the drugstore to get eyeshadows, I'll get like a quad or something, but I never really buy singles like that. Unless it's a color I really love. So I don't really mess with their eyeshadows. I heard that they've gotten a lot better than what they were. So I am going to try out some of their newer eyeshadow palettes that I did see at Target the other day. So today I'm going to use this finishing powder like any other powder. I'm going to try to use it as a translucent powder to set my concealer. So my face is already primed. I already did my eye look for today, really simple. So we're just focusing on the face for today. So the first thing I'm going to do is open this powder. Oh, so the twist, I already took the plastic off so I can open it. So the twist is very interesting. It doesn't twist all the way around. It's just a one turn and pop open. I'm going to go ahead and remove this plastic at the top. So it's just like any other powder. It's just a little shifter up there. It does not come with a sponge or anything. So I'm just going to put the top back on, kind of loosen it, tap it, and hope for the best. Okay, that's pretty good. I like this little base. It keeps everything nice and compact. So the first thing I'm going to do to test out this powder is to put it into my primer before I do my foundation. So I'm just going to take this beauty sponge, and it is dampened, and I'm going to press into the powder and just set. Ooh, it's very soft and has a lot of fallout, but it's really soft. Oh, and the color I have, I forgot to tell you guys, is Deep 35. This is the second to the last powder. The other one is, I think it was called like Deep something. This is not the darkest one. There's one more that's darker than this that was at Target. I don't know if they have any powders that's even darker than that. But I got this one because I felt like it would be good to use as a transition shade. But I will go and get the other one to use as an actual finishing powder so that I don't look really ashy. So I am just going to set my forehead. And like I said, this is a finishing powder. This is a loose finishing powder. So it's not necessarily a setting powder. And basically all it does, it's a mineral-based formula, helps control shine, smooth the skin texture, lightweight, translucent cover, fresh natural look, can be used alone or over foundation. So I'm going to test all of this, even putting it under my foundation. Very soft. It's very smooth. It just blends out really easy. This color, for this to be called Deep, it is still pretty light in color, so I'm really nervous about how this is going to look on top of my foundation. So now that it's set, I'm going to take my foundation. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless foundation. I'm just going to kind of stick with using some Maybelline products to see if that would help the powder last longer, or just give it a good result. The only thing I hate about this foundation is that it's not a pump, but the good thing is if I take out too much, I can just easily scrape it back into it. So now I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques brush and apply my foundation. Okay guys, so I am really shocked. I don't know if it's just me, or can you guys tell this foundation went on really nicely. I was really scared at first, but it looks amazing. It's set. It's just like it already is mattified. Like normally my foundations kind of just like kind of sit on the skin for a minute, and then I have to kind of go in and just make sure all the excess is gone. But this powder really like helped mattify this foundation a lot faster and smooth it out. Like it's so smooth that it doesn't even seem like I have anything on my face. Like my face does not feel cakey like at all. And I've used this foundation plenty of times. I love this foundation. I'm actually almost out of it. So I know how this foundation reacts on my skin. So I'm really, really surprised. Like, this is freaking amazing. Like, it's matte. Like, it's blended out really well. I can't even describe like how it looks. It looks like my face looks flawless at the moment. Like, I have no idea like what is going on, but it looks great. So the next thing I'm going to do is take the Better Skin concealer. This is by Maybelline also, and I'm going to use this to go ahead and conceal with. Okay, so this concealer is a little bit lighter than what I want it to be because I know this powder is also really light. I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Deep and just add some of that to bring some warmth into this concealer because I don't want to put too much light concealer with this powder. So next I'm going to take this Painted Foundation brush by Real Techniques to go ahead and blend out my concealer. Next I'm going to go into my sponge and go ahead and blend out this concealer. Okay, my concealer blended out really nicely and I am really excited. So I'm going to go ahead and set my concealer with this powder. So one thing is to be careful, there's a ton of fallout, but the powder is really, really soft. And the color is actually not as bad as I thought it was. But I wouldn't use this color to set my whole face. So I would have to get the darker one to use to set my whole face. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and contour. I want to do that next instead of... my lips look really dry. Instead of doing that before I place the powder to see if that's going to help blend out and help everything set a little bit better. So to contour, I'm going to use the Anastasia Contour Cream Kit, and I'm using the color Espresso. So now I'm going to take my Laura Michelle Cosmetics foundation powder and I'm going to use this on a big fluffy brush and also dust away the excess powder and set my face. So my face looks really, really nice and smooth, and I love how it's set. It hasn't set into my creases or anything. The color is really nice. I'm surprised because I was really, really scared about the color of this powder, but it turned out really nice. So next I'm just going to spray my face with the e.l.f. Makeup Mist. And this is just to help all the powders kind of come together and keep it from looking super, super powdery and cakey. So as this dries, I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara and then we'll finish the rest of the face. So now my mascara is done. Guys, I am like really, really loving my face today. It is really good. Okay, so for blush, I'm using another new product. This is the new product to me, the Black Radiance Warm Berry Blush. I've never used Black Radiance before. I'm quite scared because Target doesn't sell Black Radiance, but this blush was there. Oh my god. It is super pigmented and I just dipped it like lightly. So I'm just gonna be careful when I use this. Target doesn't sell Black Radiance, so I'm curious on how this one blush got there. But I'm happy it did. It was only like $3 something, so, and it's really cute and I like it. For highlighter, this is another new product to me. One of my friends were telling me about the Wet n Wild highlighter. I've heard they were good, I just never picked it up, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up today. And the color I have is called Mega Glow. No, it's the Mega Glow powder. I don't know what color this is. I don't know if I'm reading it wrong, but this is it's like a pink kind of gold tone, like a rose gold tone. Okay, so I just applied the highlighter. I'm not really super impressed with this highlighter. Honestly, I've had better, and it's just not like as glowy as I thought it would be. From the look of it, it's really, really pretty, but when you put it on, it's like you have to really get it on. I mean, the glow is there. It's really subtle, I guess, if you're looking for a subtle highlighter, but most people who like highlighters like me, we like to just go all in, and this is not really one of those highlighters, so it's okay. Like, I wouldn't buy them again. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my face with some De-Slick Spray by Urban Decay. For my lips, I'm just going to keep it really simple because my eyes are really simple. And if you guys want to see me do a tutorial on this eye look, it's really, really simple. Just a kind of nude matte eye look. If you want to see a tutorial on this eye look, I did not record this. I will record one for you guys if you like to, or also you can just give this video a thumbs up if you want to see this eye look. So for the lips, I'm going to take NYX lip pencil in the color Espresso. And next I'm going to use One Sweet Honeybee, and this is in the color Bombshell. This is one of my favorite lip products at the moment. I am obsessed with this color. I try to use it as often as I possibly can. It is such a pretty pinky nude color. I love their formulas. I love their applicators. I just love their products. And it's a matte lipstick, so it dries really matte. It doesn't transfer. It lasts basically all day and is very affordable. So this is the final look on my face, but I am really, really happy. I look very mattified, first off, and all my acne scars are covered up, and the foundation went on beautifully. The powder set really nicely. Everything applied really nicely. Even spraying my face made the powder just set really, really nice on the skin. So I'm really pleased on how it looks. I was really scared on the color of this powder, but the color turned out to be really good for my skin tone. Now, if you are darker than me, if your skin tone is darker than mine, I would suggest going down the line and getting the darkest shade, which is closer to the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I just felt like I didn't want something that dark because I already have that powder. So if you are a shade darker than me, then I would go ahead and go down and get the darkest shade. But this one seemed to work for me. The powder is very, very soft and silky, and it applied nicely. It swept away nicely. It blended nicely, and it just, I don't think this powder was meant to be used for a translucent powder to set your concealer, but it doesn't say not to do that. It just says loose finishing powder, so I didn't know if they want to call it translucent powder or not, but it worked really well as a translucent powder. I am going to go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see my face up close. So this is how it looks up close. Like I said, I'm really pleased. It has not, like, it set my concealer very nicely to where it did not crease in those little lines that I have. Also in my smile lines, it just blended out really well. Even with the contour, I thought I was going to have a hard time blending out the contour with the powder there, but honestly, I didn't even have that. It wasn't even hard at all. The color is nice. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys like the color? Is it a good match to the rest of my body? So I will come back at the end of the day and do a kind of like tell you guys how it worked throughout the day. I am gonna go run some errands, so when I come back from that, it should be about 3 to 4 hours, and I can show you guys how it looks. But so far, I love it. It's really nice. It's worth the money to spend on. So if you're looking for a pretty decent translucent powder that isn't translucent powder, I would go ahead and pick up the Fit Me loose finishing powder. I do also have the Maybelline Shine Free powder, which is kind of similar to this powder. Now that I think about it, the consistency of this powder is kind of the same as this powder, but the color range on this one is a lot better. They have so many shades. I will list how many shades they have in this video, versus this one I think they only have like 2, maybe 3 shades, and the color I have in this one is called medium, so I don't even know if they have a deep. Every time I go, I can never find anything darker than the medium, which is still really light on me, but it really works. So both of them are really nice, but the texture of both powders are very similar. I want to say this one's a little bit more softer than this one, but overall it's really nice. I am going to do a compare video where I do one side of my face with the Maybelline Shine Free and the other side with this one, so I will do that next, so you guys can stay tuned for that video. So I'm going to come back at the end of this video for you guys and let you guys see how my face turned out throughout the day. Okay guys, so it is 7:43. Let me show you guys. 7:43, and I was recording about 10 o'clock. It's been about 9 hours since I did my makeup, and I had to take my wig off because it was like really hot today. So the time I got home, I just had to take it off because I was just too hot. But as you can see, I'm really oily. Oh, it's so gross. Especially my nose, like this area just gets so oily. But I have to commend the setting powder, or the loose finishing powder. It did a really good job under my eyes. Like, it's so matte, and the rest of this area is really greasy. So you can see, like, that primer, I used the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer, didn't really hold as long as I thought it would with the foundation, but it lasted pretty long. I can say that my skin tone looks a little washed out compared to normal when I do my foundation. So I think this setting powder is just a little too cool tone. I think the other one will be a little bit more warm tone, the darker shade. So I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see under my eyes and how matte it still looks. You can see how oily this is. So, you see that fingerprint? I have really oily skin, so any product that can basically keep this oil free all day, I would love to find it, but I'm never going to be oil free all day. So 9 hours was a pretty good amount of time, and it was 102 today. But as you can see, under the eyes, it's still matte and soft, which is nice. So I think if I powder my face again or blot, I think it would be nice. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I guess I can blot and then I'll powder, and let's see how that does with this powder. Then I'm going to take that powder. I'm going to take my fluffy brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit because it's a lot in the container. And let's see if we set it how it looks. So already, that looks 10 times better. Like, my face looks better already. So I'm just gently dabbing this on, and you can always reapply your highlight. But wow, what a difference that looks. Like, it looks better already. I don't know if you guys can tell. And some of the shine is from the highlighter, so I don't want to cover that up, but I'm just going to cover up the oil. So I like the powder. I don't really have any like complaints. I will try with the more mattifying primer later to see if that will do a better job in keeping me oil free, but I like it. The color isn't bad, so I think Maybelline did a pretty decent job with this because I love how under my eyes look. So I think if I kind of really set my whole face really well with this powder, I think it'll last longer, and use a different primer that'll like really suck up that oil. I think it'll be a lot better. So this is a good thumbs up for me for affordable loose finishing powder. So I really enjoy this. Hope you guys like this video, and don't forget to click and subscribe and thumbs this video up, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.